Boss Cowboy Sports. We coming back with another one. Ooh, this one is gonna be real because I think I'm seeing something that they trying to sneak up on us. I'm seeing some vulgar stuff going on where I'm making it clear that Kellen Moore needs to go and not Joe Philbin, because I keep hearing Joe Philbin name come up. I'm hearing it from some of my podcast brothers. I'm hearing it especially on the radio. I ain't going for that because one of the biggest wastes that we could ever do is get rid of somebody that's actually an asset, a major asset to this team. So I'm gonna prove it, because I told y'all I was gonna do that, and it's a lot of people that got different opinions on this. This ain't even hard, but the key is, honestly, you do gotta know the history. You gotta be able to keep up with everything that happened, and I actually did. And I'm not saying that bragging, but I did, because this was a major debate point in the offseason. During the season. So obviously I kept my eyes on this. I wasn't blind to what was going on. I was watching this like a hawk from the belief that I had in best five. And the best five, I was always clear after I watched enough tape and compared. I was always clear on who the best five was. It wasn't late, it was on time. And it was always for what was best for this team. It wasn't about my brand. It never was about trying to be right. It never was about going for the underdog. Nothing like that, ever. It was always about what was the best for this team. So we go get into it. We go actually break all this stuff down, okay? Because you have to really dig through the weeds, or you will fall for the malarkey. I'm gonna call it malarkey, because it is malarkey. So y'all stay put. Boss Cowboy getting ready to prove his case on why Philbin is the wrong guy to let go. And don't let these media boys trick you. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports. We getting ready to get into this old content. Hope everybody's doing okay. Obviously, I always say my greetings. Let me check my buttons to make sure everything's working okay. Y'all give me 1 second. I always got to make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to be working. Here we go. All right, let's see. Let me see. Yep, it's working. Everything good. Yep. All right. So what we going over today is we going over the Kellen Moore needs to go and not Joe Philbin. Because there's a lot of people that don't like Joe Philbin, but mostly because they listening to the wrong people. They listening to people that some people mean well, because some of my podcast brothers, I really do know that they mean well. You know what I'm saying? They mean well. I know some of these guys personally. One of my partners, I was like, nah, bro, Joe Philbin don't need to go. He was actually lobbying always for what was smart. And he said, send it to me. One of my partners, he said, send it to me, which is good, because that means one of my friends is open to change. So I'm gonna send it to him after this show so that he can give a chance to correct himself, which one of my partners, he's always done that, where if he was proven to see something on the right side, he would quickly change. So, and that's how all of us need to be. But it's a major bad rap going on Philbin, and I'm gonna get all the way into it. I'm gonna prove the case. But before we do, man, let's say what's up to the people that's in the building. I'm gonna try to go fast with this. Obviously, we got my boy Marcus in the building. Mr. Hardison, what's up, my boy? I got your name right. Antoine said, "What's good, boss? I hope you seeing Kellen packing his bags." Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, my boy the Ninja say, "I disagree. Filming needs to be upgraded." Well, first hear the case out, the Ninja. Like, hear me out first. Like, don't decide without hearing me out. Because it's one thing about, me. Like, I'm going to prove it. I'm gonna go out my way to prove it. Because it's a lot of stuff being pointed at him that was never him. Like, it's stuff that's been saying like it was him that was doing that offensive line rotating. I'm gonna prove to y'all that's not true. I'm gonna prove that out of Jerry's mouth himself. So, and I'm gonna show you who was really the breakdown of this offensive line, and it wasn't filming. So y'all hear me out first, and then after you hear me out, if you still think like that, that's cool. But yeah, just be open first. So then P. Walker say, man, the Cowboys meter done flipped on Coop. Of course. Hey, it's not even a flip. It was. I told y'all they was gonna do that before they did it. He low-hanging fruit. He just somebody that they go attack because it's easily to make a story out of his money and how it frees up cap space. And I told y'all, the local media don't care about killing their own to promote and get views. They don't care. Now, they'll pump like, go Cowboys. No, they don't care. Most of them don't care at all. It's always generally. Now, some of them got some integrity, but most of them don't. And they know exactly what they're doing. They also know that Cooper was under the target, but facts be damned. And let me tell you, I always knew it was like that. Let me tell you when I realized it was like that. The first time I realized it was like that, I went to a training camp. And when I went to a training camp, I walked up on 105.3 The Fan with a former morning show. It was a former crew. And I was watching them do their work like, you watch them and say, yeah, these same guys I listen to sometime, watch them work. And they sitting there working. And they kept saying, as they was on the radio, they kept saying, yeah, Dak can't carry a team. Should you pay Dak 28 to 30 million and you're not even sure if he can carry the team? And then they cut to a commercial. So then when they would go to a commercial, they would stand up and greet people and say, hey, thanks for being a support and all that kind of stuff, take pictures with all us and kind of stuff. And so then, it gave me an opportunity to dispute what was being said on the radio. And I said, I heard you, I forgot his name at the time, but it was the former guy that was on the morning. And I said, I heard what y'all was saying about Dak can't carry a team, but this year he actually was, even as a rookie, he had the most game-winning drives. I said, me and on a game-winning drive, that defense knows that you got to throw to get back in the game. So they actually have an advantage because they know how to scheme against you having to throw. I said, how is that not carrying the team? And he has the most game-winning drives. The dude looked me dead in my face and said, yeah, that's definitely carrying the team. No doubt, you right. He put on his headset, got right back down there, and when they got off that commercial, he started saying the same shit. Right there in my face. And I said, oh. So that's the first time I started seeing how the game is played. Where these cats, a lot of them know better. They actually know. He looked me dead in my face and said, oh, you right. That is carrying the team. Sat right down and start lying to the world. Because it's about money. That's just what it is. Like, and if you listen to them close, a lot of them would tell you straight up that they root for controversy. They'll tell you that when everything is going good and steady and we winning, that ain't good times for the media. It's better times when it's like this, chaotic. Nobody knows what the future is. Everybody's mad. Because I'm going to tell you, that's actually when y'all tune in. It's the truth. My biggest show was the day we lost. Because everybody tuned in. What happened? We got 5,000 views like that. off a loss. Now, we never did anything different. We didn't put in any new thumbnails, it was the same thumbnails. We didn't put in any new hashtag, same hashtag. It was still just me and the OC. The same commentary we've always done after games. Numbers through the roof. Why? It was chaos. So if you're a capitalist with no integrity and you see the pattern that, hey, people tune in and listen to us when it's more drama. If you're trying to make more money, you go either manufacture drama or root for it. So I'm gonna get into the evidence. I ain't gonna waste no time. All right? I ain't gonna waste no time. Cause yes, we are dealing with Kellen Moore needs to go and not Joe Philbin. All right. So because the first thing that I've always said is that we dealing with, like, this is real life Game of Thrones. That's what we dealing with. And I mean that whenever you dealing with these coaches and changes and stuff like that, you dealing with the Game of Thrones, because this is not like you and I, where we, average wage earners. Whenever you dealing with coaching and you dealing with players, and whenever an agent representative got to get involved, that's because it's massive money. Massive money. Now stay with me, because y'all know it might take me a little while to get to the point. But once you stay with me, you go see it, because I'm going to prove all of this stuff. Okay? But this is a Game of Thrones. And so when you're dealing with the Game of Thrones, you got to know. Hold on real quick. I got me a super chat from Coach Bird. Let's see what's up with Coach. Coach say, without the Cowboys and LeBron, Skip and Shannon and First Take would be 20-minute shows. They are paid to get ratings. Exactly. And Coach Bird, the saddest part is a lot of our fans still don't know that, and they still don't know when they getting played. They can't see through it. I mean, me covering the Cowboys the way I've been covering them from an independent standpoint, I've learned to see the patterns, and I can see it coming a mile away. That's why I pinned on my Twitter. I pinned it. It was the first thing that I pinned. I already said, I said, watch this offseason. They go out there and they go attack Cooper the whole time knowing he was under targeted. I said it before they did it. So then people come in here and say they turned on them. It's like they never was formed. It never was a turn. They've always been shady. For money. Journalism has changed. Listen to me. Journalism has just changed. It's different now. You can't trust it. That's why when I used to, when I run into Jane Slater and I see Jane Slater, I sincerely thank her every time I see her, because she's one of the few that I've observed that actually still tries to have a degree of integrity and not do journalism that's based on clickbait. But so I'm gonna get into this and I'm gonna run through this. I'm gonna try to run through this hopefully pretty quick. I ain't gonna take too much time building it up. But this is not hard, y'all. They acting like they are stupid. I want y'all to really understand. The media is acting like they're stupid. Now, some of my podcast brothers, they don't know. And after I do this, I'm gonna send it to some of my friends and they go correct it. I promise you, because all of us occasionally can get it wrong, okay? But I know they know better because I've been listening to them. And I know that they know the background on what's going on with a lot of this stuff. So let me just ask you a question. Let's just use our common sense, okay? How in the hell do you have 3 Hall of Famers all come out within 2 days of each other and point directly at one person, and then our media pretends not to know what the problem is? Literally, the playmaker, Kurt, and Aikman all came out and pointed straight at Kellen freaking Moore. I'm talking about within 2 days of each other. Matter of fact, Kurt Warner And Aikman came out on the same day. On the same day. And both of them talked about that and the playmaker said specifically that I feel like the breakdown was Kellen Moore. He said, I felt like he hurt Dak with that system play calling. He literally called it disorder. He called it disorder in the public on 105.3 The Fan. But then if you go listen to him, you'll think the whole breakdown was filming, because that's who they highlighting right now. And I'm telling you, it's sick. That's the only thing I can tell you, because filming is an asset. Most people don't see it because, to be honest, a lot of us are angry and we looking for somebody to blame. That's what's happening. We looking for somebody to blame. We are the angry mob right now. That's what's going on. We're angry and we looking for somebody to blame, but we're not looking for the real breakdown. You know, so if you hear these local media guys pointing at filming, then you say, get rid of him. We couldn't run the ball. It was all that changing that he was doing. Well, you know, I'm finna show you that it was not him. And after I show you that it was not him, then it's time for us to really put the spotlight on who it really was. But just think about that. You talking about freaking 3 Hall of Famers, all specific. This is the worst part. All 3 of those guys didn't just come off the couch with this opinion. They're also nationally syndicated media voices. They're all nationally media voices. They do this for a living now. And Aikman, as well as the playmaker, said, hey, I know y'all want to think this is just Kellen. This is not just Kellen. This is going on around the league. The playmaker said specifically, it was amazing. He said what's going on in this league is you got these owners who trying to get systems to beat systems so that they can get rid of some of their best players. And they can try to beat your best players with their systems. And that's why they hired what he called, and he specifically said, these so-called boy wonders. You can't be more clearer than that. And then after coming out within 2 days, these same media guys are pointing at filming. It is the craziest shit in the world. And I'm going to tell you the worst part. This is the worst part. Filming was actually doing what they was lobbying against. They were saying the whole time, okay, because let's all look at what's going on right now. Most of us have come around to the fact that Steele was a better right tackle than Lyle. Most of us have come around to that. Some of us took a while, but most of us have come around to that. Now you're not hearing the laughter that I was going through when I said it in October. Yeah, people trolled me and said, oh, this not Madden, boss. Now, this the whole time I'm trying to push an idea that's going to help us win. But people used it as an opportunity to get clout on my brand and the OC. Yeah, treated it like that idea was dumb. Even though Lyle himself said he preferred to play on the left side. Even though Lyle himself said that he knew that that offensive line was playing with continuity when he got off suspension. He himself said he wasn't surprised when they didn't start him. But you had them same media guys pushing Lyle to right tackle. Now they want to turn around and blame Philbin for their fucking idea. Like you stupid, like I'm stupid, and they would sit in your face, and now they starting to say, I think they maybe in the offseason need to move Lyle to left guard. Oh, ain't this a bitch? So the same idea that y'all trolled me on is what y'all lobbying for now in the offseason. Let's talk some real football and stop talking kid shit right now. The offseason don't make no difference at all. And it's no advantage to Lyle. You do not get better in the offseason at left guard. You don't. Because the only way you can get better is physical contact. Listen. Yoga fire. You not gonna get better doing squats and cleans only. You gotta put man on man, baby. So the time we all should have been for putting Lyle at left guard should have been around week 6 and week 7 when I was saying it. Because then he would have had the time to get acclimated from actually being in physical combat. You never can simulate the physicality of football in the offseason. You got to go through it. That's why Steele got better from play. From play, he got better. Not from just the offseason. You got to play. All right, let's prove it. And yeah, some people are like, damn, boss, why you so angry? It's because I'm angry because in the playoffs, we saw the breakdown of the offensive line, and some of us was warning it and saying that it was coming and was saying that we needed to correct it early. And then some of us was treated like we was doing it for clout. And it's not even about how some of us was treated. It was about kissing people ass that you had no business kissing. So then when Connor Williams commits what we all knew was going to happen, a penalty that was going to take away a big chunk, none of us were surprised. Oh, when he got bull rushed and thrown right in the deck, none of us were surprised. Now everybody like, well, we might as well move him to left guard. It's too goddamn late. And we needed that common sense week 7. But what we got was fights amongst each other and clout shit. Some of it was pure misunderstanding. Some of it. For those who really didn't see it and still might not see it, but you sincere, I ain't got no problem with that. I got a problem with the people that say they the film people. I got a problem with people that say they actually got the all 22 and they never did a side-by-side comparison. Never. The only people that did a side-by-side comparison was the OC and I. That was it. All these film people. Yes, Coach Marv, on the grass is how you get better at left guard. So him just showing up, oh, they made the announcement. Oh, that's all I wanted. I wanted it in the offseason. No, that ain't a good thing. You should have wanted it during the season while we had 10 games to get it right. And B Bird, I'm starting to feel what you just said. What B Bird, what Coach Jerry uses 105.3 to manipulate the Cowboy fans. We have to see past the BS. I'm really starting to believe that. The reason being because now all of a sudden they all switching. Now I sent some of them guys my own film breakdown that was saying, oh, they were saying Steele needed help. He was getting help. And I was like, hold on, kinfolk. I actually broke down every pass play. I have it here. Here's the link. Check it out. It's against what you saying. Oh, I don't have time to look at it. Oh, okay. It's a 10-minute video. It ain't gonna even take that long. It's broken down. Oh, I'm busy. So hold on. You making all these public declarations but you can't look at film that's already broke down for you? Yeah, because I'm going to prove to y'all that likely it was Jerry himself that was lobbying for Lyle to play that right tackle. Let's go ahead and prove it. All right. And so before I get into it, I'm going to tell y'all right now, everything that I talk about today is in the description. You can go to it yourself. I got everything and all the Jerry interviews in the description. Every one of them. So let's first get off Philbin ass, because what we gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all exactly why we shouldn't even be looking at him. Listen up. Here we go.
Jerry Jones right here on the Fan. And look, the reason that, we're not freaking out and panicking if Lael needed a week or some time off is because of your depth. And we've talked about Steele, and it seems like this year, Jerry, your depth is really
This was October 26th.
coming through for you more than years past. Can you speak on how good you feel about it and how much credit goes to Will McClay and your talent evaluators for getting some of this depth?
Well, who it gives credit to, frankly, is Philbin, the coach.
Oh, see, some of y'all didn't know he said that. Let's keep going.
And he's the one that really has had Steele under his wing.
Oh, so all that success you saw on the right side was because of who? Philbin, who had Steele under his wing. Jerry himself said it.
Since he's been here and really helped him progress and in my mind, be at this level.
Oh, so the level that y'all was seeing was because of somebody that worked directly with him and got him to that level? Oh.
And so that's real good. I have forgotten what spot, but I think Steele was pick seventh. So that's,
yeah, he thought Steele was pick 7. No, sir. Your Steele was an undrafted free agent. He wasn't even a pick. He was never drafted.
That's getting low down there as far as evaluation is concerned, but he's got a lot of good things. What you can't tell is what's inside, boy. What's in that heart and that's in that competes. And, man, has he done a great job of that. And it really makes the point that you get these guys out and you put them in a situation to play. If you can afford some of the learning curve and some of the issues that happen when you haven't played a lot, if you can afford that, you got a good chance to be developing young talent. And he's the he's the picture of that, face of that.
Jerry Jones right here.
Yoga fire.
So now we can deduct that the person who always lobbied for Steele was Philbin. See, a lot of people discounting that. See, that's not a little thing. See, what we got to do is use our memories and think about what was we all feeling and thinking when we knew the Chargers was coming up with Bosa, with Joey Bosa. All of us, including me, was saying, oh shit, we need to put Zach Martin at right tackle. It was another guy that was like, nah, we got a guy that can handle it. Matter of fact, I know he can handle it because I've been working with him. He got it. He put his nuts on the line for what was smart and what was right. Philbin did. Philbin believed in Steele when none of us did. He had the courage to do what's right when it wasn't popular. This is the guy y'all want to get rid of. you should also see now that that whole reshuffling stuff had nothing to do with him. Nothing. The stuff y'all blaming him for right now. It had nothing to do with him, because as far as he was concerned, he had his right tackle. Who was it then? Who was it? Well, let's just listen. See, because that's the key. I told y'all, when y'all come to Boss Cowboy Sports, that's one thing that I know I do well. I'm very good at listening. I'm a fantastic listener. It's more so because I was trained in this. Like, this is called active listening, where you got to tune out everything. You can't be thinking. You can't be distracted. You got to be fully focused on what's being said so that you could also discern what's being said behind what's being said. That's the key. Because if you don't develop an active listening skill, you will never be able to discern the real tea leaves of the Dallas Cowboys. They will have you going left when they going right, or they'll go right and they'll have you going left. But I told y'all I'm gonna prove it. So let's just listen, and listen close, because now we know. Now we can deduct it was one guy from Jerry's own mouth that was responsible for the development of Steele, and that was always behind Steele. But let's listen and see what really broke down. And then we go talk about what's going on in this meeting. Let's listen.
Jerry, two big storylines for this game. How are you going to generate pressure?
This is now a month later from him giving Philbin credit for Steele.
Without Randy Gregory, still waiting for Tank to come back. And how is Steele going to hold up over there at left tackle after last week's game? What did you think of the way those two things worked out for you guys?
I thought we did really outstanding on both of them. That's a big part of why we're celebrating the way we are about the game. I thought Tristan Hill came in and showed us a couple of things. He can create some pressure. He's got some twitch, as we call him. But I thought he did well. And Steele, again, having a really top year, but showed that what repetition will do. Took the Denver game and he grew from it, and basically is giving us now a really top alternative in case we need him at left tackle. And boy, what a bonus for us to have him.
What are you envisioning happening with Steele when Tyron does return?
So let's keep in mind, remember now, it was one guy who Jerry himself said was always behind Steele. But let's listen and see if we hear something different from the boss man.
I don't know, and I don't know that we know right now, but we'll see how the practices go. But again, actually Collins really did some good things out there. He's going to get better as he moves on into the season, which is...
So let's pause. He said he go get what? He said he go get better as he moves through the season. So this is the issue. That also means Jerry knew he was not himself. That's why he said he was going to get better. But then he said, I don't know. I don't know if we know. But we know that's not true, because you said yourself, Philbin the whole time been lobbying for Steele. And let's get this straight right now. He should have been lobbying for Steele, because the most annoying thing in the world was this false ass thing that was coming out saying that they was being petty on Collins. That's ass backwards. Those of us who got kids, we know when we got good kids and bad kids. I said this the other day on the Final Word. You never know who favored until you dealing with somebody that was acting up. That's how you know who's favored. So people and our fans and our media literally came out there like it was unfair to start a guy who got the award for one of the hardest workers in the offseason, who actually performed one-on-one versus Bosa, who gave up no sacks at all at right tackle, who was very dominant in the run game and actually was our most dominant offensive lineman in the run game, who had the hardest assignments out the gate. His first job was to go against Bosa one-on-one. Then he had to follow up with Judon with New England, who at that time was the sack leader, and he had to go against him one-on-one. Then he had to go against Hunt one-on-one. But then we were saying, what did Lyle Cool? They mad at Lyle Collins. They mad at him. That's why they not starting him. No. How about stop acting and rewarding spoiled-ass kids and reward the people who earned it? That's why San Fran whooped our ass. And that's why they mess around and go to a whole nother Super Bowl while we sitting our ass on the bench. You know why? Because they don't do this favoritism stuff that we've got accustomed to in Dallas. Even the fans got favorites. What kind of shit is that? Calling these dudes son and all that kind of stuff. Ain't not one of these dudes my goddamn son. How about the best man? Then San Fran, with a team that's not as good as ours, is on their way potentially again to another one. Because we got goddamn favorites. How somebody miss a whole year because they came in out of shape, then got to have hip surgery because they was out of shape, and then the young Steele got to get out there because this guy wasn't in shape. And then when he come back, he could have had a 2-game suspension. He fight it and make it 5. So then you got to put Steele back out there. So when he play well, they say, why you doing this to Lyle? Why you doing this? Why? How about 'cause Steele fucking earned it? And that's sad as hell, bro. That's sad that we can literally root for the guy that was not favored. I mean, we rooting against the guy that was not favored. Steele was not favored. Oh, so your kid skipped school. Your kid skipping school. And didn't be like, well, I'm gonna treat you like the kid that's been going to school, getting all A's. Yeah, you can go ahead and get in front of the line. Oh, that's how y'all run y'all house? Is that how y'all do? That's why a generation of kids so messed up now. This should have been easy for the fan base. This should have been easy. But this was a war. This was divided. It never should have been divided. This should have been easy. Oh, still playing better. Cool. Okay. Well, this game is hard. Life ain't fair. Leia gotta have a seat. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. We pushed him back up in there, and we gave Jerry and them cover to do that because we was lobbying for it. But let's keep going. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is, this is the truth of what happened this season. This ain't no lie. This is truth. Let's go. Listen to this.
Really a great thing for us because he's Collins is the enforcer in the offensive line. He's your attitude in the offensive line. He's got a dark side, and it's a good side. And so he's productive for us when we get him out there.
Jerry, two big stories.
So now it's becoming clear who was pushing for Lyle at right tackle. Because he said out his mouth, Philbin was the one who was lobbying for Steele. But now we hearing who was lobbying for LC. It was Jerry. It was Jerry. So, listen, I'm not done. Y'all listen to this one, because listen, all of these are in the description. Every one of these interviews, you can listen to them all yourself.
On the Fan. And look, the reason that
in context, you can listen to every one of them. They're all in the description. I followed faithfully the fair use principles. Sure did. So here we go. Listen to this one.
Jerry, does money or contract ever kind of dictate who's getting, a start or the preferred touches in a situation like this?
Hold on real quick. Sadiq, Miss Charles, you can't do this. Miss Charles, I love you. You can't do this. My girl say, closing my ears, boss. I'm too upset. No, open your ears. We need you to hear this. We all need to know the truth. We cannot close our ears to truth. Because, see, what's happening right now, I think the media guys are being some minions. I think they working on the behalf of Jerry. That's what I honestly, God, believe. I think they trying to run out the guy who shouldn't be run out over a guy that he low-key want to keep. So they got they guys out there working overtime to paint a false narrative, like the breakdown of this offense was actually the offensive line, when actually when Philbin got his way, the offensive line was at its best. It was at its best. See, people not saying that. See, when we was controlling the ground, when we led the league in rushing attempts at 53% and was destroying teams on the ground, and Dak was an MVP candidate, it was because Steele was at right tackle and we was running off his ass. I've shown you that many times. I showed you in next gen stats. I showed you by the film. I showed you by the data. I showed you over and over. But you know what we said? The key to fixing this offensive line is Connor Williams. Oh man. Hold on. We got a super chat from B Bird. B Bird, I got you. Coach Bird. Coach Bird said, boss, you're the only one really discussing these issues. We can't talk draft or free agent before we talk culture. Absolutely goddamn not. Exactly. God forgive me for using your name in vain like that. But absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. We gotta talk culture. Because we setting ourselves up to repeat the disappointment again. Hold on real quick. My boy said, I'd love to hear you debate Vach, Lombardi, and Collins and Williams in Boss Cowboy Sports. We actually already did. He came on the final word and we did debate this. So you just got to go to that video and you'll hear it. Yeah, this was a live debate. I was on best five, still at right tackle, left guard for Connor Williams. That's I take that debate with anybody. It ain't gotta just be him. It can be anybody. It can be anybody. But I guarantee you, nobody want to debate me and the OC on this. They don't. They don't. Nobody want to debate us on this. They go just move on. And I'm not talking about him specifically. I'm talking about anybody. Especially if you clout chasing. Because it was a whole lot of clout chasing. Let's be all the way real. It was a whole lot of clout chasing when I was saying a simple, good idea to move Collins early in the season to left guard. I gave us plenty of time to do that shit, man. I was saying it in the end of October. Yeah, so now anybody, yeah, I mean, but ain't nobody gonna want to debate us on this. I promise you that. Cause see, you got whoever debate us on this, you better have some humility, cause you gonna get dunked on, whoever it is. See, cause people know this about me and the OC. People know this about Big Game James for sure, and Law. They know when we fight, we ain't never fighting just because we trying to be right. We fighting because we believe it. But if we come around and see that you right, we also will say, you know what, you right. We do that consistently. Everybody that watch The Final Word know we rock like that. Everybody know they gonna watch us fight hard. But then if somebody makes some sense, we gonna always be like, you know what? I was wrong on that. Gotcha. Because it never should be about trying to be right. It should always be about the best idea wins. So yeah, whoever want to debate, I debate anybody on this. So check this out. All right, listen, we going back to this though.
No, not at this juncture. You want every play to have your best out there.
See, hold on. See, remember you got to practice active listening. He asked him, does money ever play in these starting decisions? Notice he didn't just say no. He said no. Not at this juncture, which means at certain junctures, money does play a part in who starts.
Yoga fire.
Y'all better listen.
Jerry, where do things stand for you guys at right tackle heading into this game?
Oh, I think it's the best we've been all year. You've got an improved Collins. You've got a Steele that.
See, he called Collins improved.
We know and are very confident that he can play at the right tackle, just play well there. And so in doing so, we will use the fact that we've got Collins at his best this year. We've got Steele. We'll use that as one of the, or a way to help our running game.
Now ask yourself, this was 12-7. Was the running game working like it was working when Steele was playing? Now, Jerry over here saying it's going to help our running game. It was a time your running game needed no help.
We'll do that. And what that lets us do relative to any other formations that we want to use a big guy in that normally you'd have a tight end there. That'll help us out.
Can you tell us who the starter currently is over there?
I don't look at that. Both of them will play a lot.
I don't look at that. Jerry, you don't look at that. Ooh-wee. You don't look at that. All right, so I will pretend that I'm Boo Boo the dumb clown. That's what I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna pretend like I'm Boo Boo the clown. I'm gonna act like I ain't just heard that.
And you don't have to look at that. And Collins and Steele both.
Wait, you say you don't?
Both are the same player, whether they're the first one out there.
Wait. Listen, he said they the what player?
Collins and Steele both are the same player, whether they're the first one out there or not.
So now it's clear who been lobbying for La'el Collins to play at that right tackle. If y'all don't see through this, I can't help you. I'm going to keep going because I'm not finished with this content. But this is the deal. I'm going to tell you this right now. I play Division I football. This is one of my bowl rings. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now that my coach taught me this, who end up coaching in the NFL. And I understood this when I was in college. It was just good, logical, common sense. This is what my coach taught me. His name was Coach Henderson. I'm going to make this big. No, I'm not. I'm going to just read it. I was taught in college. I said this December 7th after he said this. So Jerry said this December 7th. And at the bottom, it said both of them will play a lot. We don't have to look at that. Collins and Steele both are the same player, whether they're the first ones out there. So we just heard that, right? So we just heard that interview. Now listen, this is just common sense. I was taught in college by my coach that also coached in the NFL. Whenever two players are judged to have the same skill, always go cheaper and younger. That is common damn sense. Whenever you get in the same play from an undrafted free agent that you getting in the guy that you gave a contract, you always go cheaper. Is that hard to understand?
Yoga fire.
Jerry Jones here on 105.3 The Fan. I think we've been spoiled around here with this offensive line for a long time, and you've invested a lot. That's been one of our concerns. We know you've been dealing with injuries and guys in and out, suspensions. Have you been a little bit underwhelmed or a little bit disappointed, Jerry, with the offensive line play overall? You being an offensive line guy, given all the assets and what we're used to around here in terms of pass blocking and run blocking.
Now, he's saying that because obviously the offensive line was not playing good.
Yeah, well, defenses have understood for quite a while now this year that get in there and do everything you can to mitigate our run game, and plus we've played some top defensive lines, and so you got to take into account the strategies and who you're playing across from, and so frankly, we've had a lot of practice here against some good defensive lines. That'll pay off for us in the next 5 ball games. And
Hold on real quick. Red. No. You come on back up in here. My boy said, I can't take all this damn truth because it hurts. No, my big dog, Red from Roosevelt. We all got to get this truth, because the faster we see the truth, the faster we can stop trying to get the wrong people fired.
Playoffs. We've this exercise of adjusting, working on combinations, emphasizing.
See, keep in mind, he was saying that all of this was going to pay off later. So Jerry was looking at Lyle Collins and his ability to try to get better off that right hip, right? He was looking at it like it's going to pay off. We just need to kind of stay the course, let him work himself back into being a potentially right tackle that's better. In his mind, he was thinking that line was going to just improve. But it never did. And now, and all of a sudden now, we need to fire Philbin. Let's fire Philbin. Philbin didn't do this shit. Philbin had it right. And go listen to them kiss-ass people on the media. Oh, once we get rid of the offensive line coach, let me tell y'all something right now. Philbin is way better right now than Kellen Moore, even at Kellen Moore's current job. Because you know what a lot of people don't know? Yeah, the only Green Bay Super Bowl, guess who was the play caller in that Super Bowl? Philbin. Oh, yeah. Philbin did more in his career than Kellen Moore would ever dream of. And that's the guy that we literally lobbying to get rid of. It makes no goddamn sense. Forgive me for saying goddamn. It makes no sense. Just think about it. So this man was the OC in the Super Bowl. And I know how he did it. Because I remember he beat and won that Super Bowl with 4 wides. He was one of the first people to roll out there with 10 personnel in the biggest moment, meaning 4 wide receivers. He put his dogs on the field. The opposite of what Kellen Moore does. And he gives his dogs I need to stop. Listen. He gives his dogs the ball. I assure you that Philbin right now is a better play caller than Kellen freaking Moore. And let's use our common sense. So everybody's saying we need to get Colombo back. Listen, I like Colombo, but Colombo is not the asset that Philbin is. Because in this era of COVID, what if with these mutating viruses next year, what if you lose Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn? Can you trust Colombo to step in? You could trust Philbin to step in because he's been there. He's been a head coach before. He can coach your offensive line. He can also go get your call sheet. He can design a whole game plan to win you a Super Bowl. That's who y'all want to fire. Man. And then some of us want to fire him because we getting played. It ain't based on truth. Okay, let me put it like this. This is the best way to put it. I'm going to show it like this. This is Boss Cowboy showing on December 3rd that all our running success was coming from running behind Steele to the right. I said, for everyone wondering what happened to the run game, this is a picture when Steele was at right tackle with Martin. If you look at the green mean we was getting 5+ yards. So the most explosive runs was coming off Steele. And it's more than this graph. I can show you 4 games where the graph look exactly like this, as well as show you the film. Okay? Then I got the film breakdown here. Obviously lobbying for Terence Steele to be over Lyle. Then I also talked about this where you always go with the guy that's cheaper if the talent is equal. Then I also got this where I say, I'm telling y'all now, if Lyle step into the left guard, it will have a Cooper effect when he came from the Raiders. Multiple people benefited from that one move, and I listed all the benefits of moving him to left guard. I also said on November 9th, I said Lyle played the exact same average to bad game versus Tampa as he did Denver. Denver's secondary played better than Tampa, which hid the pass pro issues with Lyle. Can he return to 2019? Hopefully, but he is not 2019 Lyle as of last Sunday and game 1. Except reality, left guard is best. Then I said this. Stephen Jones was asked on 105.3 The Fan about Lyle returning back to right tackle. He said Mike and Philbin will make that decision. Obviously, they did. I also had here where I said I'm tired of acting like it is not common sense to put the best 5 on the field for the Dallas Cowboys. It is obvious after 5 games of Steele at right tackle that the best 5 would dominate the ground. So imagine y'all know I said all of that and then turn around and blame me for the switcheroos that was going on at right tackle. Would y'all let that happen? If somebody said, oh, boss, oh yeah, he wishy-washy. It's his fault because he was always lobbying for Collins to play right tackle. You know what all y'all would say? That's a damn lie. Because I know what Boss been saying. Boss been saying since October that the best thing they need to do to fix the offensive line is to keep Steele at right tackle and move Collins to left guard now. Y'all would have my back. You know why you would have my back? Because you know I've been saying it. So why we can't do that for Philbin? You know he been saying who should have been a starting right tackle. But right now, when one of our best coaches need our help, we around here trying to get him fired. And we trying to get him fired for a dude that need to get fired. We had literally 3 freaking Hall of Famers point right at Kellen Moore. 3 Hall of Famers that's also nationally televised, respected minds who all came to the same conclusion. Kellen Moore hurt Dallas. And we're around here, oh, what's gonna fix us? Let's get rid of Philbin. Nah, man. No. Bad idea. Bad idea. Not a good idea. No. Because all of us always complain, man, the Dallas Cowboys, they'll never move Zach Martin, the right tackle, even if he needed to be there. We would never do it. Guess who had the nuts to do it? Guess who had the nuts to do it? Feel me? Guess who had the courage to start Steele when all of us was saying it was a bad idea? It was Philbin. Guess who had the courage to continue to fight for Steele? Oh, it was Philbin. But then we turn around and we blaming him right now. Yeah, turn it on right now. Turn it on right now. Turn it on any one of these media stations right now. You know what you're going to hear them talking about? We need to go and get rid of Joe Philbin. Now, no, they need to get rid of y'all last, because it was y'all that was lobbying for Lyle Collins to play that right tackle. And y'all kept saying that Philbin had a favorite in Steele. When the whole time Philbin was thinking just like me, the best thing this team need is a responsible, dedicated, reliable right tackle. That was what he was saying the whole time. But we turning around and saying, oh, let's get rid of him. See, Mike McCarthy himself, I can show you that. He said we started. He said this. He said we started Steele and Connor McGovern based on consistency and play. I can pull the quote. Y'all know I can. He said, I started them going into the, I can tell you when they said it. It was against the Raiders. He said, we started them Monday based on consistency and play. So Mike McCarthy and Joe Philbin wanted Steele and McGovern out there. Oh, Jerry, he's showing you who he wanted.
The negatives, you know, if you live to tell about it, there's no question getting knocked down or having to recover. If you can come on out and live to tell about it, it's a plus, not a minus. And so we've got a lot of we've had a lot of reps. All of them haven't gone the way we want them to go. And literally in the offensive line, if you grade it, you easily can have 3 or 4 of your 5 offensive linemen do outstanding. One have a less snap than he normally does, and the results are the same. You're stopped. And so what you want is a consistency, and you want to really work to stop having individual breakdowns. It's the same effect, really, on a missed assignment or a getting beat with one of your offensive line, it's the same effect as a penalty. And you get that one miss, that stops you short, gets you starting from zero again. It's almost...
See, the funny thing
Jerry
about
does-
that is now Jerry come out like he mad. Now, then he was talking about all it take is that one penalty. See, but when Philbin and Mike McCarthy was like, okay, let's start McGovern and let's allow him to work himself into a rhythm. A lot of us, we need to put back Connor Williams. We need to put back Connor Williams. And then we were sitting there looking ugly as hell as he got another holding penalty and that 35-yard game from CeeDee Lamb in the playoffs was taken off. Now everybody want to get quiet now. Now we want to get quiet. I don't want to talk about it no more. But when it was time to people was ready. They was ready to clout chase. They was ready. When the OC and I was standing alone on this. But that's when we needed Jerry, you to really understand what you say you just understood. You said you understood how one man could break it down. But yet, the guys that you wanted out there broke us down. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. And the people that was telling you the truth was the people that was considered the enemy. Now everybody's saying, it's just common sense. Move Lyle to left guard. But when we were saying it in October, it was called, I don't believe in the best five idea. Wait. Now we don't believe in the best five? You don't believe in putting the best five out there? Nah, I want the original starters. Well, we saw the original starters. They look like shit. Can we go back to what was working now? Can we go back to when we was dominant the first 7 games now? And we could also upgrade that left guard with a guy that a lot of people are not going to tell you his highest grades, and I'm talking about Lyle. His highest grades came when he was at left guard as a rookie. Oh, boss, that's Madden. That's Madden, boss. That's Madden. For real? So then you watch San Fran? Yeah, I'm mad. Because we did have an opportunity. We had an opportunity to come together, and I'm not going to let these old fake-ass media people who also are minions likely for Jerry, because ain't no way that is stupid, man. There's no way.
Yoga fire.
They are that stupid. There's no way that they're stupid. How can you in one breath be lobbying for Lyle to start and then say, what happened the first 7 games? That's how you can test who disingenuine in this debate. When you hear people say stuff like, the offense was working with Cedric out there, and it was working with Connor Williams out there, but you leave off Steele, you ain't keeping it real, my dog. You ain't keeping it real. You got pet cats, and people like you is what's wrong with the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, puppets. And then think about it. What do you think Jerry go do when he want Collins to start? He go to them bars over there and say muddy the waters on Steele. Why do you think for weeks they was lobbying against Steele and saying shit that was a lie? Steele, you had to help him. You don't need help with Lyle Collins. You could just stick him out there and he's going to be a fish in water. Then I say, hey, y'all, I've actually broken down the tape. He actually got no help at all. There was only one time you can even maybe say he got some help, and that was when Zeke chipped, and it was a late chip where Zeke was basically looking for some work. So the whole time I watched him one-on-one on Bosa, one-on-one Judon, one-on-one Hunt, it was him doing his job. Just like they looked me dead in my face and said, "You right," and then sat back and start lying, I'm almost betting Jerry got some of them dudes on that payroll to where before he start pulling anything that's unpopular to us, he first got to influence us. He first got to get us to buy into the lie. So go get the guys that influence the media. The masses. Go get your boys. So now the new assignment is because I just showed y'all where Jerry was obviously lobbying for Lyle, because everybody know, even he knows that when you got two guys who playing the same, you always go with the younger and cheaper guy. Always. That's without question. But all of a sudden, Jerry ain't had a common sense. If you call both of those guys equal, then that means you should have sat Lyle down. On business alone. On just business. On like, hey, bro, this is business, dog. This is business. You mean I can pay an undrafted free agent price and get the same play? Have a seat. I'm going cheaper all day. Why you think we got rid of Romo in 2016? Because statistically, Dak and Romo was around the same. So even though Romo was more mature in his understanding of defenses and obviously a veteran and a leader on that team, at the end of the day, the economics meant we got to let you go, my dog. This quarterback is $600,000 with upside. Sorry. But now, and then boys get mad at me because I tell the truth. That's what they mad at. Boys they get real mad because boss trying to make us look bad. No, I don't give a fuck about trying to make you look bad. This ain't got nothing to do with that. All I want to do is win. And if you in the way of winning, fight come with that, dog. Fight come with that, dog. Because I'm loyal. I'm loyal to the Cowboys. I ain't loyal to you. I'm loyal to the best idea that's going to help us win. Ain't got no friends. What my dog OC say? No friends. Straight business. If you about the Cowboys, then we should be straight business. It should be about, hey, this ain't about my brand. This ain't about trying to be right in the public. This about, are you making sense? Because if you making sense, we all should adapt to what's making sense. So, my boy the Ninja, hopefully you've been here the whole time, because I just made my case. I think it's undeniable, but I'm open to be wrong too. I'm open to be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong, dog, at all, because I went through all the evidence on this. Man, that's the biggest compliment ever, man. Hey, listen, I'm gonna take this compliment to my grave right here, bro. This compliment right here means everything to me. What my boy Red said. He said, "Boss so Oak Cliff with it, bro." Hey, that's my neighborhood, y'all. Hey, listen, man, y'all stop trolling my boy J Tuck. Y'all chill out on that. Nah, man. Listen, there ain't no trolling. Nobody that's in the family. Because the first thing we got to do, to be honest, is we got to be able to disagree in a way to where we don't insult each other. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I also, oh yeah, my boy the Ninja say I'm still here, bro. So the Ninja, straight up, I mean, I made my case, big dog. I mean, I'm open to be wrong, but tell me if you think I'm tripping. But Philbin, to me, is not the guy to get touched. Just to me, dog. I think Philbin is a fantastic asset because Philbin has been right. Just put it like this. None of y'all would let anybody tell y'all, oh, boss always wanted Lyle at right tackle. y'all would be like, boy, you a lie. I've been listening to Boss for about 5 months. Boss been consistently on Steele playing that right tackle and consistently talking about moving Lyle to go. You wouldn't let nobody lie on me. So why we gonna let people lie on filming? Like, we literally had 3 Hall of Famers say, point directly at Kellen Moore, and then they come and act like I'm slow. They act slow-minded. Like I don't know how to do my journalistic job. I don't know how to ask follow-up questions. All of a sudden, they just become stupid. Jerry coming in Dave's house, and nobody asks. Nobody say, Jerry, you just had 3 Hall of Famers point directly at Kellen Moore, 2 of them that won you 3 Super Bowls. Are you really gonna go against their advice for Kellen? Oh, you not go get no questions like that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Cause I have a feeling. I think sometimes they the hand of Jerry. I really believe that. When they wanted Dak at a certain price, none of them had any common sense. All of them was dumb. Every one of them was stupid. Like, how can a podcast community be like, hey man, the best thing to do is pay Dak 28 to 30 million. You really should do it now, because the price go keep going up. Now, the fans know it. The podcast community know it. The guys that get paid to ask the tough questions, just dumb. They over here, oh, you shouldn't pay him more to Wentz. I don't care what the market is. I don't care if we'll be the first ones. Yeah, you know why? Because y'all was sucking up to Jerry as he was running up his own price. So everybody that's looking at us at this cap situation, oh, don't blame Dak. That ain't Dak's fault. That's the media minions that was kissing ass and Jerry and Steven trying to get Dak to be team friendly, and because he had respect for himself, he was like, I'm not doing it. Ain't no way y'all gonna make me the first quarterback in history to take a deal under market so that you can go to the country club and be like, I was able to get Dak to go under market because I know how to use the media and I'm a superior businessman. Mortimer. So listen, I'm trying to sound the alarm. That's all I'm trying to do, because I have a sneaky feeling, especially after listening to Jerry today. After listening to that Jerry today, and I fully listened at Jerry, and they asked him, do you want to bring Kellen Moore back? Yes. Yes, I want to bring him back. Man, bro, ain't no way 2 Hall of Famers that played for me said, hey, Jerry, I know you mad right now, but
Yoga fire.
I want to tell you straight up to your face who broke down your season. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Hey, I love you, Jerry. I'm gonna tell you straight up who broke down your season. It was Okie Dokie guy. It was Kellen Moore. That's who broke down your system. Cause see, he believes that systems. Oh, that boy said the ninja. He don't know who Mortimer. Let me explain Mortimer. So on the movie Trading Places, remember it was 2, rich guys who made $1 bet that they was able to get a guy to go from a model citizen to a criminal, and they was like, we was able to make a criminal become a model citizen if you change their environment, and they bet $1. It was Rudolph and Mortimer who made that bet, and that's why I said Mortimer, because it's almost like higher level billionaire bets, where they betting stuff that's based on ego. I bet $1 I can get Dak to come on the market. No, you can't, Mortimer. I bet I can, Rudolph. Yeah, that's what happened. Mortimer and Rudolph. So it's a classic movie. If you have not watched that movie, go watch that movie. I guarantee it's gonna make you think of Jerry and Steven. Because every time I watch that movie, I'd be like, God damn, that's Jerry and Steven. I bet Anthony Brown is gonna be good. I really bet. So they give him 6 years to prove it. Man. Yeah. So anyway, nah, I'm not listening, because see, this is the key to what I'm saying before we get out of here. This is the key. Mike McCarthy said something that was so wise. That's why we got to be real greedy for ideas. We got to be greedy, okay? Listen to me. Listen to me what I'm getting ready to say. Mike McCarthy say when you get in the playoffs, he said those games usually come down to 1 or 2 plays. My boy JD. See, them boys know that trading places. That boy say, looking good, Billy Ray. Looking good, Rudolph. What is his name? Billy Ray. What was the other dude's name? I forgot the other dude's name. It was Billy Ray and somebody else. He said, looking good, Billy Ray. Yeah. But see, he said in the playoffs, like what we just had against San Fran, those games come down to 1 to 2 plays. So if we know that, why would we give up an asset that can literally be the difference in 1 or 2 plays? So are you telling me the guy who was right the whole time should get fired? Y'all gonna let Jerry and his minions set that up? Sit on a fan all day and sit on ESPN all day and sit on these local networks all day and just blame him for the offense when his Hall of Famers blamed one guy, Kellen Moore? They literally pointed directly at Kellen Moore. And they got the nerve to show up like, oh, them stupid fans ain't gonna see it. They ain't gonna see it. So, nah. Yeah, this is one, again, we got to get our shirt on. Oh, yeah, feeling good, Lewis. That's what it was. He said, feeling good, Billy Ray. He said, feeling good, Lewis. Oh, yeah, how was that bet? Yep, $1. Man, if you ain't seen that movie, bro, yeah, feeling good, Lewis. That's what we dealing with. I'm telling y'all, that's what we dealing with. And now, no. Everybody, including the Joneses, including the media. Oh my God, Day Walker, don't you do it. Day Walker, oh Lord. See, Day Walker, you must don't turn on the radio. You got to turn on the radio. He said, what I miss? Who's trying to fire film? And just turn on the radio. Just listen at who they blaming. Listen at who they lobbying to get fired, and listen to who they quiet about. They saying stuff like, well, maybe, Mike McCarthy is going to help Kellen Moore. Because the problem is, when Kellen Moore was sinking, Mike McCarthy didn't really step in. They so damn nice. But with filming, they like, yeah, filming, I think they need to let him go. That's going to improve this team. Because the offensive line, they was in disarray. No, they was actually organized and rolling when they listened to his idea to start Steele, who came out of Jerry's mouth himself. That's why I called it. See, we in the Game of Thrones. See, y'all thought I was playing when I said that. See, the Game of Thrones is shady. See, that's one of the main reasons so many people loved it, because it was real life, where good people get done bad. It was at one part, this very city right here was getting ready to get sacked. So when the city is taken, they call it getting sacked. right? Where it was some army outside it was an army outside trying to take King's Land in that city. And the king, Joffrey, who I would call Kellen Moore, was froze. He was stuck. He was not leading his men. The guy that actually stepped up was called an imp. His name was Tyron. He was the guy who had the wisdom, he had the charisma, and he was the one that got them to win and kept the city from being sacked. But he also got his face cut in the process. And when he came to, this guy named Varys was sitting over him. And he was just looking at him. And he said, it will be no songs sung about you. It will be no books written about you. But all of us know right now why this city didn't get sacked. That's what's going on. Filming the whole time was the main reason this team didn't get sacked in the first 7 games. Putting this nuts on the line for us. Going against the owner. You know this dude favoring La'el Collins, and you still was pushing for Steele. So everybody sitting here wondering why they was rotating tackles against the Raiders. Stuff we've never seen. It was because it was an internal tug of war. You had a coach like the best guy is Steele, leave him alone. Then you had an owner like we paid Collins and he's going to come around. Just give him time. Just keep giving him the reps. So this is Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Let's make it matter. Let's get our share on. Let's get our like on. You know what I mean? Let's get to sharing the content. Because I promise you, it's some misinformation that's out there. And it's a lot of it. It's a lot of lies out there. It's a lot of lies being pushed right now. It's a lot of people lying. Lying is epic right now. And we can't afford to get rid of the few offensive coaches that are true assets to the Dallas Cowboys. We talking about getting rid of a guy who literally helped win Mike McCarthy his first ring. I want a man that has the courage to say, start Steele. I don't care how much he paid. He better, or he got more upside. That takes courage. And there's a real nasty habit of our organization targeting the people who actually meant well. Cooper meant well when he said, hey, I can help this team if you target me. I really do feel like we would be better if you target me. Who the media attacking right now? The man who spoke up. Hold on real quick. Let me read this super chat, man. Check this out. He said, I got shanked by the butter knife. Big bro Bros. It hurts to say, but the facts are in. And it's just... Hold on real quick. Let me read this super chat, man. Hold on. They said, to Jerry, stop being Jeff Dunham. We won't win another point blank period. Hey, bro. Some truth to that. Because I was telling some people today. I said, I know we all lobbying for Sean Payton. I said, but even Sean Payton not the answer if Jerry and Steven always got a medal. On some things, they should have full control over. Personnel, nah. You're not coming in here running personnel, Sean Payton. We done already proved we better than you. He shouldn't have the privilege to come in here and say, hey, man, we go get rid of Dan Quinn. Nope. So on some things, if we even did try to get Sean Payton, he would need to bend. All this give him absolute power. No. It's some things we do well that we don't need to hand over power to. We good at talent acquisition. He's bad at it. That's why he's running from New Orleans. But power over play calling, yeah, he should get all of that, 100% of that. But if Jerry and them still find a way to meddle, we still gonna be disappointed. So no, but going back to what I was saying, I think I'm gonna give myself an amen. Or should I give myself a bruh? Yeah, I'm gonna give myself a bruh. Yeah, going back to what I was saying, because I used to do this myself. I would watch a good show and I would forget to hit the like. Everybody stop, hit the like button real quick. If you're on Facebook, come over there, hit the like. Come over to YouTube, hit the like. Because that's what push content out there. Most people don't know that. The more y'all interactive, that pushes the content and it gets us recommended to other Dallas Cowboy fans. But if y'all just come in and don't hit that like, then people go, well, the algorithm is going to say, this show ain't all that, because the people that was watching it didn't even like it. Now, hit the like. That's one. Another thing you can do, and we ain't talking about money yet. Another thing you can do and should do, especially if you're related to this content, share this to groups. Oh yeah, and comment. Thank you, Pickle Rick. I love that name, boy. That Pickle Rick. you got to explain to me one day how you come up with Pickle Rick, big dog. Yeah, but everybody also, once I stop the stream, put a comment in there. Put a comment, a whole comment, whatever your thoughts are, because all of that is what get this content pushed out to more people. You got to comment. You got to like. You should share, especially if you saying, oh, this good stuff. Oh, this real. Oh, you preaching. If you say any of that, all of that should come with a share.
Yoga fire.
All of that should come with a share. Now, the bad news is the Senior Bowl this next week, and I ain't gonna make it. I ain't got the money to do it right now, so I'm gonna be covering that Senior Bowl from here. I didn't come up with enough money to get out there, but trust me, I'm still gonna do a good job covering it. Y'all support my boy Big Game James, who already on his way out there to get that content for the family. But make sure, for those who continue to support with the Cash Apps, we greatly appreciate that. And we need to make some bigger investments. I do need to make some bigger investments into upgrading some of the streaming content and upgrade. I need to get some phones. I need to get a whole lot of things that's going to help me stream faster and wherever I am. You know what I mean? I got to get to the point to where I can cover stuff as it breaks. That's an investment into technology. So y'all are helping though. Trust me. Every time I show this, y'all put money in there and it does go towards what we do. And obviously we appreciate everybody that's been doing the super chats. That has picked up big time from y'all, and we greatly appreciate that. And as we make those investments, I'm gonna come back and say, hey, listen, this is from y'all. So when I get a new camera, if I get a new phone, if I get all these things that I'm gonna use to stream and do hopefully excellent content, you can see where your money is going. But other than that, man, obviously this Boss Cowboy Sports, and the spirit of Boss Cowboy Sports is to stay loyal. That's why you get content like this. Content that I know is unpopular. Because I'm telling y'all right now, me and the OC was very unpopular when we was screaming for Team Best 5. We lost subs. We had other people call us out in the public. In the public, people said stuff like, we favor him. In the public. Like, damn, OG. We had a whole lot of clout chasing on Twitter. People saying, oh, this Madden. Clout chasing. And they knew the whole time we was serious. See, because I was messing with my boy West Coast on the final word. He had an idea that Schultz should be the #1 free agent. And I hit him with the wump. I hit him with the wump. I hit him with it. But then I thought about it and I immediately apologized. I said, my bad, dog. I said, because I do notice about you. Even if I don't agree with it, I do know that you take your ideas serious, and I shouldn't have hit the... Not that time. Now, it's good to, we kind of going back and forth joking, or I'm high-siding, or it's an obvious, or we obviously just kind of joking. Yeah, I can hit you with the... But when somebody's serious about an idea that they think make us better, they should be taken serious. They should be. And everybody that watched that show know I did that live. I did that live. I went right back live and said, bro, my bad. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that. Because he was serious. You know what I mean? Now, and this is the cool thing about me and my dog West Coast. It's times to where he was right and I was wrong, and it just took me a while to catch up. It was time I was right and he was wrong, and it just took him a while to catch up. You know what I'm saying? But we both admit it when we see it. But the key is we both got to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the spirit of this show, is that we truly fight to be loyal. And fight do come with that. You got to understand that. When you trying to be loyal, sometimes you go box the homies. That's part of loyalty. Me and the OC, man, we fight all the time. All the time. But if you watch us close, once we figure out the other person right, you don't see us fight no more. We quickly be like, okay, I see it now. I got it. Just like that. My boy Steve say, we all know I'm right. Yeah, I do say that a lot. I say that a lot because I be right a lot. I do. But fight come with it if you loyal. It can't be about, I'm trying to protect the homies. I'm trying to protect your reputation. Oh, I'm going to make you look bad because I know that's your favorite player. I don't care if that's your favorite player. Your favorite player is hurting this team. So if it makes you mad because I'm on the side of truth, well, fuck it. And I don't care. That's what loyalty is. That's what loyalty is. I don't care. I care about the Cowboys, not your ego, not your feelings. I don't care at all. Because I was called gangster. It's like, no, I'm not gangster. I'm assertive. Totally different word. So when you assertive, that means you don't mind speaking out and allowing your opinion to be made publicly. That's assertive. A lot of people was shocked when they saw me going back and forth with Kavanaugh, rocking with Steele. Because you know why they was shocked? Because most of y'all would have kissed his ass. Most of y'all would have been like, that's Kavanaugh. Agree with him quickly because he's on the radio. Agree with him. I don't give a damn. I respect him. He's a smart guy. He definitely loves sports. But he was wrong as hell on this Lyle Collins versus Steele debate. He was wrong. And he was in the way of what was best. So that's why people saw me fighting him on Twitter. It was respectful. He was respectful. We was both respectful. But man, he was in the way. And so, and this is the deal. It's not even about being in the way. It's about more so, man, if I can get somebody of his caliber to see the film and actually start saying what's really happening, where Steele didn't get help, then that can possibly get Steele on the field. Because somebody that Jerry listens to, because Jerry has said himself, I listen to the fan all the time. So if I could have influenced him, I could have potentially influenced Jerry. So it's not that I'm showing out. It's like, I want to win. So here's your opportunity to possibly persuade a man of influence, which at that time it was Brian Broaddus and Kavanaugh, who I was debating. I also ran into them publicly. They wasn't tripping. They both was like, oh, hey, boss. Yeah, we see your work, bro. Appreciate it. Nobody was tripping. But see, we all got to learn what loyalty is. Loyalty is not being cool with your favorite podcaster. Loyalty is not rocking, because a lot of y'all do that. Like y'all go to other people's channels and be like, I like Boss Cowboy Sports. Or y'all come to my channel and be like, all of y'all need to listen to Okoye, he the man. Or all y'all need to listen to Law. No, it don't matter who you listen to. It's about who telling you the truth at that moment. Because if you telling me the truth at that moment, I'm your friend. But if you telling me wrong at that moment, you now my enemy. You now my enemy. I ain't got no friends. What my boy say? OC, straight business. And that's how we should be on these ideas. Because all of us felt, and it felt like trash when we got stumped by San Fran. Shouldn't that make us all be greedy right now? For every idea that make us better? Yeah, it should. So I say, let's get to work. So we all appreciate everybody. Man, come on, man. You can. I ain't gonna read that. Come in ready, red. You crazy. I ain't gonna read that. But anyway, y'all stay up, man. It's Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Let's share the content. Let's get to work. I guarantee when you check your Facebook groups in the hour, you go see me putting it in there. It's already on Twitter right now. For me, you go see me pushing this content out there, because I don't want the wrong guy fired for the wrong guy. I want the right guy fired for the right guy. And right now, there's a lobby, and it's loud. People trying to get Joe Philbin out here, and I guarantee you right now, if you gave him play calling duties, he would do better than Kellen Moore, because he's already have. Y'all stay up. It's Boss Cowboy Sports. Peace out.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.